Family Health Survey, which has recently been published, has shown some promising health parameters like a total fertility ratio has come down to 2, which shows that we are on the sliding scale of the population explosion. And the sex ratio have improved dramatically in favor of the girls now, 1024 versus 1000 men. This is due to the strict policies, the law which against the female feticide. And regarding this, we are going to have a small talk by Dr. Kalpana Kumar as well as Dr. Mamta Thakur. Dr. Kalpana Kumar is a senior gynecologist in East Delhi Gynae Forum. She is a senior specialist and unit in charge and academic DNB faculty in charge of Obs-Gynae department in Swami Dayanand Hospital. Her area of interest is high-risk pregnancy, gynae surgeries, hysteroscopy, and preventive oncology and population stabilization. Dr. Mamta Thakur, who didn't provide her CV, says that I am no one in the East Delhi Gynae Forum, but we should say that she is working hard in the community. She's a senior gynecologist in East Delhi who is working her contribution in the community regarding the HPV vaccine. We all know very well. Dr. Mamta Thakur will be speaking on population explosion. To moderate the session, we have Dr. Sangeeta Gupta with us. Ma'am is an ex-HOD of Gynae ESI PGIMR and is founder secretary of Delhi Gynae Forum. And she'll be joining us shortly. And Dr. Uma Rai ma'am, everyone knows ma'am is a senior teacher. She's a patron of Delhi Gynae Forum East and ex-professor of Lady Hardinge Medical College. Ma'am will be joining us soon. And Dr. Neerja Varshney ma'am is there with us. She's a senior East Delhi Gynae Forum member. Ma'am, she is affiliated with Cloud9 Hospital, Papraganj, Bimla Devi, and Garg Hospital in Karkoduma. She has been in charge of maternal and child health in Aruna Safali Hospital and senior consultant in charge labor room Lal Bahadur Shastri Hospital, as well as HOD of Hedgewar Hospital. Special interest is endoscopy, urology, medicine expert, and adolescent health expert. So I will just cut short this introduction, and I request Dr. Kalpana ma'am to please share her screen. And over to you, ma'am, for your talk, ma'am. Dr. Kalpana ma'am. Yes, it is sharing. Yes, it's now.
So before start, I would correct some confusion. Dr. Mamta will be speaking on reversal of sex ratio, and I will be speaking on end of population explosion. And I was not even knowing that in my CV, which I have given you many months back, it is already written that my area of interest is population stabilization. This I came to just now when I saw my CV. So the topic is really surprises me. Before starting the topic, I would like to thank Dr. Shardajan ma'am and Delhi Gynae Forum for giving me this opportunity to speak on this very, very interesting topic, that end of population explosion. Believe me, I was not even knowing that we are going to this stage, because overpopulation was always my concern and I was really worried about it. But after preparing this presentation, I could know that yes, this is not so much of a cause for worry. So how we could achieve this, I am going to share all this with you. Next. India has 16% of world population with only 2.45% of global surface area, and we have only 4% of water resources. Overpopulation always causes the changes in the ecosystem, and it causes the danger of extinction of certain species and resource crunch. Biologist E.O. Wilson always has given a scary estimate that 3 species are into extinction every 1 hour. This is really surprising for me also. But India is on right path since after independence, and we are the first developing country to start family planning program in 1951. After independence, India's population has quadrupled from 35 crore to 139 crore in 2020. So for end of population, many factors works together, and for that we need to know the certain terminology. These are what is exactly population explosion, what is population growth, what is birth rate, what is death rate, what is total fertility rate, what is life expectancy, what is replacement level fertility. These all terminology we have heard during our SPM classes, but just to revise these are here. Population explosion is defined as sudden rise in the population of particular species in an area, and usually this term is used for human species. And after World War II in 1941, sudden increase in human population has happened due to increased birth rate, decrease infant mortality rate, and increase in life expectancy. And this has put the ecosystem in out of equilibrium, and this has caused a resource scarcity and short of opportunity. And what is population growth? Population growth refers to change in size of population, which can be either positive or negative over time depending upon the birth or death. So growth is usually expressed as a rate or a percentage. 2020, the global growth rate is 1.1%. That means 11% are added to 1,000 population. So 83 million people have been added in last.
मैडम इसको फुल स्क्रीन कर लो मैडम, फुल स्क्रीन कर लो.
Added 83 million person annually in 2020. Population growth rate in India is in 2021 is 0.97%. This is very good result that we are even less. We are having the rate less than global rate. चला गया, मैं चेंज कैसे करूं? बैक कैसे जाना है? करो. ओके, बैक. Okay, so India have added 13.4 million in 2021. So what is birth rate? Birth rate indicates total number of birth per thousand population. So we have reduced our birth rate from 17.4 per thousand population. 38.8 per thousand population to 17.4 per thousand from 1971. That means we have reduced the birth rate even up to around 55% from last 50 years, 71 to 21 years. What is death rate? We have reduced the death rate also in last 15 years. It was 16.7 per thousand population, which has reduced in 2020 7.2. So this is also a success story. What is our life expectancy? Life expectancy means that number of years a newborn should live. In 1971, our life expectancy was only 48.4 years, which has increased up to 69.4 years for men and 72 years for women in 2019. So, but because of COVID pandemic for last 2 years, we have reduced our life expectancy for 2 years. Total fertility rate. This is a very important factor which has really helped us for reducing the population explosion. This is the average number of children a woman should have. Woman of childbearing age is having. Population above total fertility rate means we are having growth in the population, and if it is below the total fertility rate, that means it is a decline in the population. So statistician has calculated a figure of 2.1 TFR, which keeps the country population stable. By this, their mean is that one child is representing mother and second child is representing father, and 0.1 is for who die in infancy or a woman who die before childbearing age. And United Nations Population Division has given this term as replacement level fertility. So our current fertility rate of India in 2021 is 2.179. That means 2.1, with 2.1 our population may be stable, and birth and in 2020 we have this decline by up to 0.95%. We are starting the total fertility rate is reducing right from the very beginning, and when TFR was 6 in 1950, which has reduced to 2.1 in 2021. So this is a big achievement we have taken. If replacement level fertility is sustained for long time, that means that population of the nation will be stabilized, and there will be no need for population balance by international migration. And we have done an economic surveys 2018-19 in parliament with a chapter on population, which says that we are going to see a sharp decline in next 2 decades. And according to this, population of 0 to, this is very important point which I really having in my mind, that population in 0 to 19 years has already reached to a peak level due to sharp decline in total fertility rate. So so India economic policy should be made accordingly. So to understand that people who are thinking about opening new schools or new colleges for 0 to 19 years of age, they should think twice, because we are not going to have more children of this age, and we should rather focus on quality improvement. So this is my last slide. Whether we should celebrate or not, yes, definitely we should celebrate, because we have reached to this stage after achieving so many good parameters. But most of the time we keep on debating about the population control, and still we are trying to take a bill of population control, but we need to stabilize our population right now. And we have achieved increased literacy rate, we have increased our contraception use, we have decreased the birth rate, we have decreased the death rate, and we have decreased the total fertility rate. Rather, we have reached up to the level where population may be stabilized. And these all achievements are a big reason to celebrate the success story. And one thing is also very important, that further decline may impact economic growth due to decline of the young generation. So now our focus should be on the population stabilization, not on control. And we should keep a close watch on COVID pandemic and related increased mortality. This is also very important concern. And government should see for vaccination of COVID for adolescent and children below 18 years, because most urgently, because to save our young generation, which is now will not increase with total fertility rate of 2.1. And we should take all measures should be continued to keep our total fertility rate 2.1 and to reach up to the growth rate of 0, which will be achieved after 2, 3, 4 decades. Yes, as of now, this is a big achievement, and we should definitely celebrate it by taking all COVID appropriate behavior, as we are already doing one. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, ma'am. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Kapna, ma'am.
Nahi, congratulations to everybody, because we all have contributed somewhere to control the population. All
Very true.
gynecologists have
Madam, just stop sharing. Just stop sharing.